All right. All right. Good morning, ladies. How are we?
Good morning.
Fine, good.
Good morning. So today is Monday, March
Yep.
3rd, 2020. And today we're going to go over the lesson and any problems that you may have, okay? So I hope that everybody, I'm going to show you the packet that you need to have. I'm just going to go grab it from my ledge here.
Okay.
Let's go start with, okay, I had it on my counter. So, hey, Anelina. So I'm going to just flip this around. So we're going to start with this. We're going to start with the packet that says Monday, March 23rd, 2020, page 1, all right? So, which brave soul would like to read me the do now?
Oh, can I read?
Okay, yep, show your face.
Okay, I'm gonna read. A shape is made of 30 right triangles of equal size. Each right triangle has a base of 8 centimeters and a height of 4 centimeters. When is the total area in square centimeters of the shape?
Okay, so Esther, what is the area formula of a triangle?
Base times height divided by 2.
Good. Please write that down. And then Esther, turn your paper around to show us. And girls that don't have a face shown, which are Esther and Krisdanyeliz, can you turn the camera on so I can see what you guys are doing? And then you can just turn the paper when you have it. It'd be easier if you know how to do that. You got to turn your camera on, all right? All right. Now, the next part is base times height divided by 2. So, Nikell, what is the base?
The base is 8 centimeters.
And what is the height, Anelina?
The height is 4 centimeters.
Good. So you're going to write where it says base, you're going to put 8 centimeters and height 4 centimeters. And then the area, you got to figure it out. Can someone turn their paper around like mine and show me? So here's my blank paper. Can somebody show me what they wrote over here? I'm going to go back to the main screen. Flip your paper. Just turn your paper and face the screen.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, I see Esther. Esther, face your paper like this so I can see what you wrote. Perfect. She already got it. Nikell, look at your paper. That's perfect. Hold that there. Esther, hold that there.
The answer's right there, so.
Nikell. I just see 8 and 4 and a formula. Anelina, how we doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Can I see your paper? What did you write down?
Right now I put A is equal to B times H. 2, and then I'm putting the name.
Okay, Krisdanyeliz, let me see your paper.
I don't.
Come back to the main screen where I can see your face.
Oh, I don't know how to really
Esther,
do
or
that.
do you know how to do that?
I'll put up your answer to the camera.
But she doesn't have her face shown.
Okay, right here.
Is that? Do I? I don't really know how.
Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so now when you multiply 8 times 4, you get 32, right? 32 divided by 2 is 16, yes?
Yeah.
Now, Esther, right? Nikell, Anelina, and Chris, that 16 represents the area of one triangle. I want to find the area of 30 triangles. So what do I have to do now?
Multiply.
Multiply what?
16 times 30.
Good. When you multiply 16 times 30, what did you get, Esther?
480.
Yeah, I got the same answer.
You got 480?
Yeah.
Anelina, 480 is the total area, yes?
Yes.
All right, Chris, you're good? All right, so now, Krisdanyeliz, you're going to read the next problem. Okay, I'm going to show you what we're on to do now, which is also in the lesson. All right, this one's on surface area. So when you're ready,
Wait,
take
that's
it
also
away.
the do not.
All right. So the surface area S of a rectangular prism with length L, width W, and height H can be found using the formula below. S equals to LW plus WH plus HL. What is the surface area in square inches of a prism with a length of 12 inches width of 8 inches and height of 3 inches.
Okay, so Anelina, you're up. Anelina, what is the length of this rectangular prism?
The length is 12, right?
12 what? What's the unit?
12 inches.
Good. So on the L column, you should write 12 inches. Everyone write that and show me your paper.
Mm. Mm.
Let me see. I don't know how to do this.
Esther's all set to go. Let's see what you got, Nikell.
Like right here.
Nikell, on your paper, pull it up and make sure you write inches. You have the number, but you need the unit.
Oh,
You're good. Just put the unit. Anelina, I'm waiting.
I doesn't show my answer.
It doesn't show.
How about maybe if I turn off my camera and then turn it on?
Maybe. Anelina, I'm waiting on your paper. Good job, Nikell. Thank you for
Okay.
correcting that.
And what do we have to do? Put the length and the width?
Wait.
So you're gonna hold on, Chris. You're gonna identify the length, which is 12 inches. I'm gonna write it and show you. The width is 8 inches and the height is 3 inches, and you got to figure out the surface area. So your paper is going to look like mine. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. I'm going to look like this. Does everyone see that?
yeah.
Okay. Now when you use the formula of S equal 2L plus WH plus HL, who can tell me what the 2 times LW is?
So that means that we have to do, what is it called? We have to do 12 times 8, which
Yeah?
gets us to 84. And
Oh,
then,
not 12 times 8?
never mind. It's,
Almost. Not 84. That's 12 times 7. Somebody help her out.
it's
Somebody
Trying to
96.
look for my
Right?
pencil.
So we're going to multiply 2, and then we'll flip it around. So we're going to multiply,
96?
yeah, 96. 12 times 8, you put, wait, put 96 plus 8 times 3, which is 24,
Is equal to
plus
96.
3 times 12, which is 36. So I'm going to write on my paper and then show you what you should have. Okay? This is also modeled in the lesson when you look at the video, in case you need help. Now, this is what you got, right? Now, can somebody tell me the sum of the parentheses? I need to know what 96 plus 24 plus 36 is.
The sum is 100. Yeah, 156.
Okay, so I'm going to write S equal 2 times 156. Now, very important. You girls are pretty good about it, but just make sure that you take that answer and multiply by 2. So what's 156 times 2?
312 inches.
How much?
312 inches.
Inches to what power?
To the second power.
Okay, so you're going to write S equal 310 inches squared. So on the line, this is what you should have, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, in the video, I go over how to do the
what?
stuff. This is what you should have.
Oh, it's 12.
I got 312.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant to write. I'm so sorry. Thank you. 312, my mistake. I don't know why I said 310. Sorry, girls. Thanks for catching that. Sorry, that's the correct answer. Okay. Now, the early finisher is in the video. So let's go on now to the next page. Let's look at page 4. All right. So I'm going to tell you what problems are modeled in the video. So page 4 is modeled in the video, and we went over that in the do now, so I'm not going to do that one. But we're going to go over page 5. That looks like this, the greatest common factor. Okay, so everyone find this page 5, and it's problem number 4, girls. Okay, so,
Problem number 4?
yes,
Okay.
page 5, the GCF.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It says, what is the greatest common factor of 36 and 90? So before you even begin, how do we find the GCF? What do we have to do?
You have to, what is it called? You have to multiply it.
Multiply what? Be more specific.
You gotta multiply it by every single number that is equal to 36 and 90.
So, right, we call that finding the factors. You're right. Let's just use the math words. So you're going to make your T chart. Good job, Anelina. And we're going to write 36 on one side and 90 on the other. So this is what your paper should look like. Now, Krisdanyeliz, give me the factors of 36, starting in order. 1 times,
1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, and 4 times 9.
and there's one more. 6 times what?
6 times 6.
Good. Esther, give me the factors of 90, starting in order with 90.
1 times 90, 2 times 45, 3 times 30. Let me see. 5, 6. Wait, what? Yeah, I think that's
5.
it.
5
No,
times.
there's some more.
There is more. 5
Oh,
times what?
5 times. Let me see.
5 times
5 times
18.
18.
Others?
Yeah.
Any others? How about 6?
Oh, 6.
6 and what?
15.
Good. And there's one more factor. 9 and what?
10.
Okay. So now make sure you have what I have on my paper. It looks like mine, girls.
Yeah, I have that.
All right. If you have that, you're good to go. Now I'm going to hold it up here. You're going to tell me what factors do they share? Do they both have a 1?
Yes.
Yeah,
So circle the ones. Do they both share a 2?
yeah,
Yes.
They both share a 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do they both
Yeah.
share 4?
No.
No.
No. Do they both share a 6?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other numbers that they share in common?
18.
They both share 18 because 5 and 18 and 2 and 18. Now, out of all the numbers that we just circled, which number is the greatest?
18.
18.
So the GCF is?
18.
Okay, so on the line where my finger is, you're going to write 18. Does anyone have any questions on how to find the GCF?
No.
Okay, if you ever forgot or need assistance, you can refer back to the tutorial links or on my YouTube channel. I have a video on how to find GCF, okay? My video on the GCF has it of 3 numbers, but it's the same thing. Can we move on?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to go over this one, which is right behind it, which is the least common multiple. So we know that on the question we just did on the greatest common factor, we are finding 2 numbers that give us a product, as Anelina mentioned before. Now we want to find the LCM. So to find the least common multiple, we're going to skip count, right? Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 10, 15, 20. Those are skip counting multiples. So you're going to make that T chart. You're going to have 5 on one side, 8 on the other. Looks like my paper.
Oh, I don't do a teacher for that thing. I did something else.
All right, if you listed them, that's okay. But the reason why I asked for the T chart, Nikell, is because it helps you see your work. It's more organized, right? Instead of
Okay.
throwing it on the paper. I mean, as long as you get the answer, it's okay. But if you use these strategies we showed you, then it just makes your work a lot clearer and more organized, okay? So
Okay.
now, can somebody give me, Nikell, since you're speaking, can you give me the factors of 5, darling?
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay, the multiples. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to stop at 40.
Okay.
So it's going to look like this. You all have this?
Yeah.
So we're going to do 8 multiples, okay? I like
Yes.
to try to make it equal. It just looks neater, right? Doesn't this look neater?
Yeah.
All right. Anelina, can you give me the multiples of 8?
Okay, the multiples are 8, 16,
Yeah,
24,
yeah.
32,
Good girl.
40,
Good, keep going. 3 more.
48,
Mm-hmm.
and 56.
And 1 more. 8 times 8.
What's times 8?
60 what?
64.
Good job. Okay. This is what you should have what Anelina said. Now, now we're going to circle what number do they have in common? Somebody tell me, what do they have in common?
They have in common 40.
40. So you're going to circle 40 here. Therefore, the LCM of 5 and 8 is what, ladies?
40.
40. So on the line, write 40, okay? Let's move on. Let's do the next question. A lot of people had a question on this one. On this one, I modeled this one in the video, so I'm not going to do it with you right now because it is in the recorded video, okay?
Okay.
If you have a problem, just reach out to myself or Mr. R, and we'll be happy to help you girls, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm not going to do page 7 because it's modeled. But same thing on page 8. That I don't need to do that with you because we just did that question, okay? But we're going to go over to page 9 because there's a mistake on it and I want to correct it for you. So if everyone looks at my paper that I'm holding up.
Wait, I have a question. Is for page number what is it? For number 7, the answer is 61.40, right?
For what page?
For page 20. For number
Oh,
7.
I don't know. When we get there, I'll let you know, okay, darling?
Okay.
All right. So on page 9, does everyone see how I crossed out something?
Yeah.
It says in the next 300 minutes. Cross that off because the question should read this. It says the ferry boats leave a loading platform at the same time. One of the ferry boats returns to the loading platform every 25 minutes and the other returns every 30 minutes. Cross off this in the next 300 minutes. That was a typo. We didn't catch that. Sorry. So it should say, when will they return at the same time? So the key word here is every.
Wait, so what am I supposed to search for the 300 to?
So just, you see where I made the pencil mark? Cross that off. In the next 300 minutes, cross that off. So now the key word is every. So Esther, what are we finding here? LCM or GCF?
LCM.
LCM, because every means when will they be together again? So we're going to do the LCM of 25 minutes, like I did on my T-chart, and the LCM of 30 minutes. Are you with me so far?
Yep.
Okay. So Nikell, can you give me the first 5 multiples of 25?
Okay. 25,
Rebel.
50, 75, 100, 125.
Okay. I lied. I need one more. Sorry about that.
Okay. 150.
Good. Because this is what you girls should have, right?
Oh, I knew that.
Esther, give me the next, please give me the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 multiples of 30, please.
Okay, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150.
30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Now,
180.
and 180. Okay. Now, Anelina, what numbers do they share?
They share 150.
Okay, does everyone see that they only share 150?
Yeah.
Krisdanyeliz, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so the LCM is 150. So Esther, mute yourself right now.
It's 150.
Okay, Esther, you're gonna have to mute yourself, okay? Thanks. All right, so it's 150.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what happened here? Okay. All right, let's go into the next one. We're gonna now go to page 10. All right. So instead of me doing it, what I want you to do, Esther, is I want you to go on the upper right-hand corner and you're going to click on your name and you're going to come to the whole screen because I want you to read the problem and demonstrate how to do it.
Problem what?
I want you to go to this problem. First, let me show you the problem. Sorry, I wasn't clear enough. I want you to go to this page, page 10, problem 9, okay?
Okay.
Now when you're on page 10, I want you to click on the little thumbtack
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to make you see, you're going to be the only one on the screen. We should only see you. Make your screen larger. On the upper right-hand corner. Watch, I'm going to show you. You see here? Click that. You see what I did?
Yeah.
Okay, so go do that.
Done.
Okay. Anelina, come back in. Okay, so Esther, read the question for us on page 10.
Mr. Blau is having a barbecue. He buys packs of dogs, which have 10 hot dogs in a pack, and he buys packs of hot dog buns, which have 8 buns in a pack. One hot dog pairs with one bun. Circle 1, GCF or LCM.
It's going to tell you what to do.
LCM.
What does the question say on part A?
It says Mr. Blau doesn't want to have any waste, any buns or hot dogs. So what is the least amount of hot dogs and buns that he can buy? So that nothing is wasted.
Okay. Now, Krisdanyeliz, what are we finding here?
We're finding the LCM.
Good. So please circle LCM. Krisdanyeliz, circle LCM and then show your paper.
I don't know if it shows.
All you got to do is just where you are, you just got to go like this. Where you're sitting, you just hold your paper like this.
Bring it up to the
Does
camera.
it show?
Yeah, bring it to the camera. All right, so LCM.
Did it show?
Yay, okay. So now, awesome. So now we're going to find the LCM of, good job, thank you. You can put it down now. We're going to find the LCM of 10 and 8. You have to unclick the button. Go back and unclick it so you're not frozen. So now we're going to write, on one side of the T-chart, we're going to write 10 hot dogs. And on the other side, the 8 goes with the 8 buns. Okay, so we're going to look something like mine. Right? You got something like this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to find the LCM. So I want you guys to take a minute, find the LCM, and then write it on the line. Go. Skip count. Go. Once you have it, just show your paper. Don't say the answer. Let's see. Esther, you got it? Good? We're waiting on the other 3 to finish. Good job, Esther.
Up to what number?
Probably on 10, you're going to do the first 4 multiples, and on 8, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. You're going to do like 5 multiples of 8.
Okay.
You want to go until you get a number that they both share, okay?
Okay.
So Esther showed me. I'm just waiting on you 3 ladies to show me your LCM paper.
I think I'm finished.
Okay, so back to where you just showed me. Put your camera back on.
Oh, did I
Nikell, did you do it?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
open it?
Huh?
Good. Stay like that. Anelina, are you still?
Yeah, I did it.
I can't see your papers, girls. So I'm waiting for Chris to show me and Angelina to show me.
I
Anelina to show me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good job, Nikell.
Sure.
Unconfuse yourself.
How am I supposed to do this? My thing is too small.
All right.
Oh, I'm not muted.
I got 80.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, let's go over this. So, Krisdanyeliz, give me the multiples of 10.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
Okay, good. Anelina, give me the multiples of 8.
8, 16, 24, 32, 48, 56, 64, 72,
All right. Uh-huh.
and 80.
All right, so Anelina, let's look at this now, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, the captions are on, so the names are coming out funny. So I'm going to go back here for a second. All right, when we look at this, what are the 2 numbers that's shared both between 8 and 10?
80.
80 and
40.
And
40. So the least common multiple is what?
40.
40.
We're going to write 40 on the line here. So the LCM is 40. But here's what we need to know before we do the next part. If the LCM is 40 and hot dogs come 10 in a pack, how many packs of hot dogs do I need to get to 40?
4.
4. So you're going to go what I'm going to do. You're going to go like this. I'm going to show you in a second. You're going to write 4 packs of under hot dogs. Don't do anything yet. Like this. Now, if there are 8 buns in a pack and I want to get to 40, how many packs of buns do I need?
5.
5. So you're going to write 5 packs under the buns column. This is very important information for the next part. So I'm going to underline what I just wrote. So it looks like this now. Now, the next part. Everyone with me so far?
Yeah.
All right. It says, if hot dog buns are $3 a pack and hot dogs are $4 a pack, how much does Mr. Blau spend in total? So we're going to make that T chart again. We're going to have 3 columns this time. We're going to have hot dog buns in one column. We're going to have hot dogs in the other column. And then we're going to have the total. It's going to look like this. We're going to have 3 columns, 3 T charts. Now, we know how many hot dog buns do we need?
We need 4.
Hot dog buns.
Oh, the buns. We need. Yeah, no, we need. Oh, never mind. I did it incorrect.
It's
We
okay.
need 5 packs.
We need 5 packs. 5, you're going to put a 5 over here. Now, how much is each hot dog bun pack? How much do they cost?
$3.
So what are we going to do with the 5 and the 3, Nikell?
No, we have to. Oh,
5 and a 3. Okay, so what you need to do for the hot dog buns is that 3 times wait.
How many?
3 times 4.
Oh, help her out, Anelina.
Wait, 3 times 5.
3 times 5. Okay, so now
Okay.
we're going to write 5 packs times $3 is how much money, Esther?
15.
Okay, so you're going to make the dollar sign and you're going to write 15. So I took the packs times the cost to figure out how much I need. Now let's look at the hot dog buns, Anelina. How many packs of hot dog buns do I need?
you need 4.
4. And how much is each pack?
What is it called? 8.
What? $8. Hold on.
Oh, no. It's $4.
Okay, right. So what am I going to do with the 4 and the 4?
You gotta multiply it.
Good. What's 4 times 4?
8. 16.
Good. So you're going to write under the second column, 4 times 4, put your dollar sign. That gives me a total of $16. Now, I want to find out the total that he spent. So what am I going to do with the 15 and the 16?
You need to add them together.
Right. So what's $16 plus $15, girls?
$31.
Good job. So how much did he spend in total?
$31.
Excellent. So your paper should match something like mine. Are we good so far?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. This is pretty interesting, right? Pretty cool. We can have you guys on, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we did that. Let's look at this. So again, some of them I'm skipping for a reason. Okay, so on page 10, I'm not going to do a page. Sorry, on page 11, I'm not going to do that one because that was on your do now, and there's a video up on that. So refer back to the video for that one. The same thing for page 12. It's the same question on the do now with the triangles. So we're going to skip those. We'll do those after we finish. Let's go on to this one. We're going to do page 13 though. This one I want to do with you. It's very similar to the hot dog question we just did about Mr. Blau. All right. So Esther, can you read this word problem, please? The one that I'm showing on the screen.
Cups are sold 6 to a package, and plates are sold 8 to a package. If you want to have the same number of each items for a party, what is the least number of packages of each you need to buy?
Okay. So the key word there is least, right? So Anelina, when we see the word least, what do we have to find?
We have to find the. I do not know what we have to find.
Yes, you do. Look at it. We have GCF for greatest and least for least common multiple. What are we going to find?
the least common multiple.
That's right. So you're going to circle LCM. It's going to look like this. And you're going to have your T-chart. I put cups equals 6 to a pack and plates are 8 packages. So remember, to find the LCM, and Anelina, you keep answering the question about multiples of 8. We're going to skip count, right? So girls, give me the multiples of 6. 6.
12, 18, 24.
Keep going.
24, 30.
Good. We're going to stop there. Let's do the multiples of 8. We can do it together, girls. 8.
16.
24, 32, 40, 48.
Okay, good. We're going to stop there and we're going to write them down if we haven't already. So multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. Multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. So it looks something like mine, right? Did you write something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they share?
32.
24.
34.
24.
24.
Wait, what am I doing?
They shared 24 and what other number? Any others?
48.
Okay, so if we can continue it out, some of you went to 48. Okay, that's actually really good that you did that because I want to clear up a misconception that students have. Okay, that was really good, Chris. I think that was you.
Yeah,
So
it was.
let's look at it. Some students are going to circle 24 and 48. Now, which number is the least? Which one is the smallest?
24.
20.
So that is the LCM, not 24. I mean, not 48. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the next one. On page 14, you're going to have to create your own word problem. Okay, and any of the topics that are listed. So when we get off, you'll create a word problem on either GCF, LCM, unit rate, equations, proportions, or area of triangles. You pick any problem you want, write the problem, and solve it. Okay, when we get off. All right. This one, I modeled this in the video, so refer to the video on unit rate. There's also a tutorial up, so I'm not going to go over that one.
Oh, that's mean.
Which one
The
is
problem's about me.
What? Okay, next page. Let's look at page 16, though. All right, let's look at this one. All right. Everyone on this page?
Yeah.
All right. Anelina, can you read the question, dear?
The top one, right?
This one.
As part of a new fitness plan, Leilani walks a treadmill at the same speed for 15 minutes every morning. The tables show the calories she burns over time. What did I just do? It's page 16, right?
What does it say?
It says time in minutes. 4, 6, 9, 12. Number of calories burned. 12, 18, 27, 36. Write an equation to represent the relationship between the time Leilani walks and the number of calories that she burns. Use X to represent the time, which is the minutes, and Y to represent the number of calories burned in the equation.
All right, so before you even go any farther, you have to know the time is what variable? What does it say? X. So under the column, I'm going to go back to the main screen for just me for a sec. I'm going to put X next to time. What goes next to the calories burned? What variable do I write there?
Y.
Y. Because it says X time Y calories. That's where I got those letters from. Is everyone clear so far?
Yeah.
Now we have to ask ourselves, how do we go from 4 to 12? What do we do?
Multiply
By
3.
okay, so you're going to write times 3 at the top is equal to 12. How do I go from 6 to 18?
Times 3.
3.
Good. You guys can kind of call this out together. How do I go from 9 to 27?
Times
Times
3.
3.
3.
And how do we go from 12 to 36?
Times 3.
Times 3.
Okay, so we know that the pattern or the rule is we have to multiply 3 times x to get the y, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to write an equation. How am I going to get the y? What do I have to do to the x in order to get my y?
You have to times it by 3.
So what should the equation look like?
3x equals 3.
What?
Y. 3x equals y.
3x equal y or y equals 3x. Either one is the same thing. Or y equals 3x. So this is what you should have. One of these equations is fine. Just remember, an equation has an equal sign. It has an x and a y according to this question. And the x is what you do, the rule that you do in order to get your y. Any questions? Anelina,
No.
with us still?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure. All right, let's go back to the next page. All right, next page we're going to do is we are going to do, actually, page 17 is modeled in the tutorial for you, so we're not going to do that one right now. Okay, that one you could do on your own. It's just like the hamburger question. But I want to go over the extension problem. I want to go over page 18 with you. Problem 5, it's a double step equation. This is a 7th grade skill, but I feel you guys can do it. That's why we wrote it for you. So let's go over that one, all right? Everyone there?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. It says,
Yeah.
Mr. Rez bought a magazine for $6 and 4 erasers. You're going to annotate $6 for erasers. He spent a total of $30. Write an equation to represent the scenario or the situation where X is the cost of the eraser. This is what I did on my paper. Now, do I know how many erasers he wants to buy?
No.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many did he buy in the question?
4.
But do I know the cost of each eraser?
No.
No.
No. So what am I going to do with the 4 and the X?
You have to divide it.
Well, before we divide it, how do I set it up? What's the opposite or inverse of division?
Multiplication.
Right. So I'm going to multiply 4 erasers by X. And then it says that he buys a magazine for $6. So what am I going to do with that $6? Am I going to add or subtract it in the equation?
Subtract.
Oh,
Add.
add. You guys are going
Oh,
and
add.
solve it. How much did he spend in total?
$30.
30.
Right. So let me explain to you. You guys had the right idea. You're just trying to do the work in your head. You got to write it down first. So you're going to take 4, which is the eraser, times the number he buys, and you're going to add $6 because that's the cost of the magazine. He spent a total, which means is or equal to $30. Now you have to solve this equation to figure out what number makes X true. You guys have any questions on how I got this?
No.
Okay. When we solve an equation, what method do we use?
No.
The opposite.
What method?
one.
The wall method, right?
Oh.
And then you do the inverse or opposites, okay, Nikell? So
Okay.
we're going to write 4x plus 6 equal 30. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make my lines, right? Remember the wall method?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the whole goal is I want to isolate. That means get the variable by itself. So when I look next to the x, I have adding 6. So like you just said, you have to do the opposite or inverse, which is what of addition?
Subtraction.
So I have to subtract 6 here and subtract 6 here. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Minus 6, minus 6. So now we get 4x is equal to what's 30 minus 6?
24.
Okay. Does everyone understand how we got to this point?
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Now we get 4x equal 24. How do I get x alone? I use what method?
Division.
We're going to use the wall method and do division. Okay, so we're going to make the wall again. And the inverse of multiplication, because a coefficient, which is a number in front, with a variable together means multiply. So the inverse is division. I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides like I did up over on previous problems to get x alone. So now x is how much?
6.
$6.
Yeah, 6.
That is the cost of the eraser. Now let's check this out to make sure that the math is correct. If I take the 6 and I substitute it in, what's 4 times 6?
24.
24.
24 plus 6, does that equal 30?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So is my answer correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Questions, comments, concerns?
No.
Okay, let's move on. This problem on page 20, I modeled in the links. So look at the links. It's labeled the page and the number. Okay, so look at that to help you. This is all about unit rate. All right. And the last question is a unit rate one. I do want to model this last problem for you, which is page 19. It's also in the video, but I'm going to model it for you now, okay?
Okay.
All right, everyone there?
Yep.
All right.
No.
Krisdanyeliz, can you read the page 19 to us?
Okay. Kiana bought 5 books that were all the same price. She paid a total of $40.20. Determine the unit rate.
Okay, so before we go any farther, how do I find the unit rate?
You do division.
Division. But before I do that, I got to set up my label. So I'm going to write the word unit rate. What am I actually comparing in this question?
You're comparing the price of all the books.
Right. So I'm going to do cost or price over books. So I'm going to say price, or in parentheses, I'm going to write cost over books. Once you set up the labels, you can get any problem correct. So now, the price is how much money? What's the cost?
For $40.20
For how many books?
for 5 books.
Okay, so I'm going to match up cost at the numerator, the top, which is $40.20. And the books goes on the bottom, which is 5. Now you got to do division. So you're going to divide $40.20 by 5 to figure out how much one book is. So now I'm going to show you, right? You're going to divide to figure out what it is. So this is what your paper should look like. Whatever the answer is, you're going to put that on the numerator. So does 5 go into 4?
No.
Does it go into 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
How many times?
8.
8. Because 8 times 5 is what, girls?
40.
40 from 40 is 0.
Oh, 0.
Bring up your decimal point. Let's start right. Let's stop right here. Now, what do I have to do with the 2?
You have to
Bring it.
Oh yeah, bring it down.
Okay, so put a 2 here where my pencil is. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to make my arrow, bring down the 2. Does 5 go into 2?
No.
No, put a 0. 0 times 5 is 0. Subtract 2, bring down the other 0. Now, does 5 go into 20?
Yeah.
How many times?
4 times.
4 times 5 is 20. And there you have it. How much is one book?
$8.04.
Yep.
4 cents.
$8.04 times 5 will give me $40.20. So I'm going to write $8.04 over 1 is equivalent to $40.20 over 5. That is my unit rate. Each book, every book per book is $8.04. Does anyone have a question on what we just did?
No.
Okay, so that's going to conclude that. What you're going to do is you're going to complete the problems we didn't do. You're also going to complete by hand the exit ticket, which is page 21 and 22 based on what we did. There's a question on area of triangles, and then there's a question on GCF for LCM on the back. In Google Classroom in a little bit, there'll be a do now for you to do on the Google Classroom and the exit ticket, which will be from this paper. So if you do the work, you transfer it over and you'll have no problem.
Okay.
So we're going to be meeting again tomorrow at the same time, the 4 of you at 8 o'clock. I will send over the link. And if you have any questions, problems, or concerns, feel free to reach out to myself or Mr. Rez.
Okay.
All right?
So the rest of this is tomorrow?
You're going to finish what we didn't do today. And tomorrow we're going to do tomorrow's packet, which is Tuesday.
Okay.
There's only
Okay.
a few problems for you to do, and there's links in Google Classroom and on YouTube, on my YouTube channel for you to search. But I don't think you won't have a problem. If you have a problem, just send me a message, okay?
Okay.
All right, girls, have a great day and do all your work, all right?
You too.
I miss you
Bye.
guys. I miss you.
Bye.
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 I'm tired.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Bye.
So.